This is a spoiler warning. I'll be talking about the most recent, latest chapter of Tower of God as of today, as of this video going out. And if you are not all the way caught up beyond the fast pass, come back in about 9 weeks, so to speak, so you will not be spoiled by it. So, that being said, I'm going to talk about it. If you're spoiled by anything, it's your damn fault. Traumerei versus Gustang, we kind of got the follow up of it. We saw Gustang's blades going crazy, zigzagging and zip whooping and cutting up all of Traumerei's animals and whatnot. So Gustang was talking cash, flexing. Then he even stepped on a cigarette and burned the flesh of the animals that Traumerei was controlling. But Traumerei just kept resurrecting them and I guess making them stronger. And I would argue, based off of the combat feast that we saw, though I don't think any of them are really trying. They were doing what I call tickle butt. So just kind of like, ooh, I'm teasing, ooh, you know, when they're like, all right, now to get serious. Like they didn't get serious yet. Like they were still kind of just flexing and doing preliminary attacks and kind of just fronting, posturizing, so to speak. I like what we saw though. I'll say this though, just a side note from a smack talking perspective. Why I think Traumerei actually has held his own in some ways. I do think Gustang speaks better. Like he's a better shit talker. You know what I'm saying? He's like I don't know KG or something. Kevin Garnett. Like he's a good shit talker. I like what we saw, and in a lot of ways, that's all that I really wanted because I don't know if this is a silver lining, and I don't know if you guys agree with me. I think a lot of us, all at least in this community, in my side of the fence, we believe that SIU is not great at internal consistency when it comes to power scaling and its combat, right? And I think that if he's not careful with this, he can mess up and may possibly break the glass ceiling later if he showcases what a family head can do in its entirety, and then have like a random like high ranker do something and not realize it's actually secretly on par with what Traumerei and Gustang were doing. So just keep that in mind. I expected the fight to get interrupted or disrupted or postponed or whatever the case may be, or maybe they went to their own plane of existence and fighting. So I'm not mad that it was interrupted. I want to make that very clear. I think the way that it happened is probably not sitting well with me. I don't think it's completely nonsensical. I don't remember who I was talking to in my chat. I'm so sorry. I wish I remember who it was specifically. Tell me in the comment section below. I'll pin your comment. I was saying while I may not be happy with the outcome, it wasn't the worst case scenario. I agree with that. So let's say there were 6 option selects. One being the best case scenario, 6 being the worst case scenario. I'd say what we got was 4 or 3. I'd probably go with about 4, yes, 4 or 3 in terms of best to worst case scenario. So Aguero wants to be the head of the Kun family. He is directly the son of Kuredwan and his mother. So I'm sure he's been in the presence of family heads or at least Kuredwan. So maybe that's why he's not particularly afraid to step to one. I've seen him be scared or wary of things that are not nearly on that level. And I wonder if maybe he knows because he's directly Edwan's son, they might not just body him because of Erdogan might pull up and he's ranked like what 6, so might be dangerous for those two to have to deal with Kun Erdogan, who's mad about someone in his family getting bodied. But I don't think Kun really came and offered anything truly substantial or truly genius that I believe that characters of this caliber, of this level of power, wisdom, status, and existence should have even listened to him. I do think they should have dismissed him for the most part, unless he has something a little bit smarter to say. I will add that I like that they added additive conditions, where I think Gustang said you have to make it here at a certain time. If you don't make it on time, you don't get to you don't win. I think Traumerei said, "Bam, do it with your own power, no help from rankers and above." So I like those extra stipulations, but I mostly want to know what you guys think about that recent chapter of Tower of God. It seems to have somewhat bifurcated the community. I see a lot of people on either sides of the spectrum. It's lit, it's great. Other people, oh, that's garbage, blue ball, tickle, oh my goodness, I got, whatever. What's the word I'm looking for? Not cuck, I guess. It's like, I got teased, whatever. Like, they're not happy. They didn't get to finish the release, so to speak. So I don't think it was all bad. But I understand why some people had some issues. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And you have yourself a mighty fine day. I'm going to be out. The Patreon gang. Big shout out to everybody who supports me on Patreon. I truly appreciate it. Shout out to the CBL. That's the certified BAM lovers. But I gotta give a bigger shout out to the Priests of Fire. Those are the certified Brilliant lovers. Are they the real CBL? I don't know. They just might be. But incredible, incredible. Big shout out to the Fifth Zen Gods, my tier 3 patrons. Big shout out to Abdel, Alan, Andrew, Ashu, Childish New Jabbis, Danny402, I think one or I, Dang, Tris, Fairs, Johnny Rogers, Lazy Dragon, Lucky Roo, Makai, Maury, Rap ZB, Revenant, Scobe, Shoddy to your body. Simi, Sonny Kathapali, Ticos, Tino Brown, Rec Mazzino, and Zachary Cooper. Whoops, I lied, there's two more. Zodiac, Nemiko, and Zyler Scotty. Your support is greatly appreciated. Thank you. And for anyone who wants to know how they can support me without giving me money, you watch as much as you can, you like the video, you comment, you share, and you tell people about me. Spread the word about the legend of Hemmings. All right, I'm out, man. Yeah.